Welcome back to another video. We're going to be installing some harness bar and a 5-point harness on both seats. So let's get this installation started. It should be pretty simple. These sides goes to the seat belt. These goes back in the chassis on the seat, which I already took out the seat, so it's a lot easier. It should just bolt on these sides right here, and it's gonna go to each seat belt, and then the harness is just gonna run from the back. So first off, let's take off the seat belt, get the harness in here, see how it looks. And it also came with the nuts and bolts. Well, there's only two. You're gonna also use the seatbelt bolt that hopefully you have seatbelt on your car. So you're gonna use the same bolts for the front right here, but for the rear you're gonna use the two bolts. And yeah, let's get this piece first in there and see what measurement. Hopefully it fits with no issues, so let's hope that fits. So we got the bar sitting, not even bolted up, just to see how it fits. So we got one bolt going in this hole right here. Obviously one bolt toward the seat bolt, which is going to be on top. We got another bolt on this side right here, and then the same thing on the other side. So I'll say let's tie in the back to make sure we get that nice and tight. Just to put them on, they're not going to be snug or anything, just so I can adjust the front without the back moving around. So for the two bolts they provide for the back, it actually does not fit on my specific one. At least I have the 2008. It just did not fit this bolt at all, which, I mean, as you guys can see, snapped, and I had to cut, and it was a hassle getting that one bolt out. But what I ended up doing, this one already came with a stock bolt that was already located exactly right here, and it came with that little white bracket. So I'm just using the same bolt, and it threads in smoothly, pretty perfect. That one I'm gonna run a nut, and then I'm gonna run a bolt actually, and then the nut is gonna be from the bottom. I'll show you guys. It's probably gonna be more secure than the bolt they gave me. Plus it's gonna be a lot thicker, the one I'm gonna install. So let's keep going and see how it turns out. So we got the harness bar nice and bolted. We got one bolt right here, one bolt on this side. Of course this side, it's all nice and tight. It took a lot of adjustment to get these two to line up. Make sure these bottom, make sure you put them in, but keep them really loose, because if you don't have them in, the top is just going to be all weird, and it's not going to run, it's not going to want to bend straight. But make sure you keep the back loose, and then do the front, and then you could just tie in the back. But it took a minute. Everything is nice and tight. It looks really good. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that little bolt that's sticking out over there. That's the bolt from here. And yeah, it's all nice and tight. So store the seat belt and see how the harnesses all go together. So before we throw the seats on, we're gonna throw the harness on this side because it's gonna be pretty close to all the middle console and everything. So we went ahead tying it down. This used to be the seat belt location, took it off, added this right here, so just so it's a lot easier. And then this side right here, it's gonna go all the way to the bottom of the seat belt right here, which is originally where it was mounted. But so yeah, we're just gonna bolt that in, and then we're just gonna put the seat and then deal with the other harnesses. But for now, that should make the job a lot easier, but let's see what happens. All right, so we got the side nice and mounted. We're gonna start with the back. We don't need this little piece, so I'm gonna take it out, and then all we're gonna be doing is wrapping this around here. I'll show you. I know there isn't a lot of videos to show how to wrap these specific ones, so I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to wrap this right here. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the harness, since it's a lot easier to show you guys outside the car, just so you guys can get a better understanding. So mine, like I said, came with this one. We don't need it unless you have the hooks, but mine is going straight to the harness bar, so we basically don't need this. We're just gonna take this off. This is how it's gonna look like. So you just kind of adjust it right here, just till the front you're kind of happy with the distance. And let's just say the bar is right here. What you need to do is bring this over it, so the bar will be my hand and it would be all the way up. So you would bring it over the bar and you would put it on the first slot, which is right here, and you're just gonna pull up, and then this is gonna be the bar right here. So it's gonna be nice and tight on the bar, just like this. And then what you need to do is basically just put it on the other side. So just keep going, follow this, and once you have put it through, it's gonna look like something like this. So you have this where the bar gonna be at, and this is you tying it. And then to finish this off, all you gotta do is bring it back one more time. It's gonna be a little of a tight fit, so just kind of get it through. So as soon as it's in right here, we're gonna want that nice and tight like this. So it's gonna look like in this kind of shape. Harness right here, got the harness bar right here, and then all you gotta do is roll this up. We're gonna roll this up just like this, and then all we're gonna do is just zip tie it. So it's gonna look like this. This is where the bar gonna be sitting in. This is where we're gonna zip tie it, and it's just gonna sit like this. So it's gonna be the same way on the other side, same exact method. It's pretty easy once you do it the first time. So so we got everything nice and set up. They're all nice and tight all around right here, and also the other side. Look pretty damn good. Now all I gotta do is add my fire extinguisher, and it's gonna go in the middle right here. I got the quick release for it, but for right now this looks really good. And here's the back with the harness bar as well. Really clean. Honestly, it was just a lot of adjusting in the front, but once I lined up the back, tightened it up just a little bit, everything else kind of lined up, so it wasn't too bad after all. So other than that, it looks really nice, as you guys can see. So let's work on the fire extinguisher and show you guys how it's gonna go in the middle. So this is my old fire extinguisher bracket. It just bolts up to my seat brackets, which is on the bottom. But since we got a harness bar, we're gonna be installing this harness mount. It sits a lot better. It sits right on the bar, so it's gonna be right closer. I don't have to bend down, and it's gonna be attached through this. This is just gonna bolt it up right here, and then the quick release, it's gonna be that red button. So hopefully it works. From Amazon, so we'll never know till we test them, right? So let's see how it looks first before we put it in the car, and hopefully it works. You guys can't believe how good this looks right now. We got the harnesses and we got the fire extinguisher right in the middle. Really nice spot, honestly. Probably the best spot to have. Really easy to access. All you gotta do is pull this knob right here. Gotta kind of do it with more than one, and it just comes off like this. It's pretty easy. Definitely does the job, and it's nice and secured, nice in the middle. I had to cut the clips that, I mean the fucking shit that went around. Fuck, I totally forgot. I had to cut them because they came way too long, as you guys can see. but I managed just to get it nice and tight, cut them just to get a clean finish. Obviously, this is the final product, and I'm really happy. Everything came out super nice, and I'm really happy of the result. All I gotta do is go for a drive, make sure they're nice and snug, which, I mean, they are not going anywhere. Nice and snug. So